Hello everyone, I'm the Green Knight. Let's play some Total War Thrones of Britannia. So, this came out not too long ago and it's a Total War game. I love Total War games. I'm not the best player, quite honestly, but it's fun still. So, what kingdom should I play? I think I might go with these Gaelic, like Scotsmen up here. So, what does it say here about this kind of stuff here? First off, it usually tells me I have, here we go, the type of units that I have. I have good spearmen and very strong missile units, powerful, unique crossbow units. And then my victory conditions are, I have to control one province and then have 5 or more vassals. Quite honestly, I don't think I'm going for that. I'm just going to go for this short conquest victory, 10 provinces and the such. That will mean that we will have to control most everything north of this line here to win the campaign. I'm not a big fan of those vassals. So, are we going to play on very hard? I'm tempted to just play on hard, because, but we'll play very hard. We'll see how it goes. Sure, let's jump in. So, if you don't know, Total War is it's a unit-based military conquest type of game that has individual figures that it represents the unit within the unit, and so individual figures die on you, which weaken the unit. In any case, let's just start and we'll show you.
The rise of the MacAlpins to Alba's throne was intended to herald a new era of prosperity. But the coming of the Vikings put paid to that. Their ravaging of our lands has left us divided. Now the throne is shared between Fortrio and the Western Isles claimed by the Vikings. The defeat of the sons of Ragnar to the south brings opportunity. The lands of Alba could be united. Take up this challenge. Seize this opportunity. And show that one throne alone rules Scotland.
All right, we're going to take up the challenge to rule Scotland.
The Viking incursions could work to your advantage. Alba lies divided, but your people's enemies are exhausted by the fight against the invaders. Now is the time for a strong ruler to emerge and reunite the scattered kingdoms of the north. This is your chance to bring the whole of Scotland under your sway. Your army is facing off against the rebel army in the east. Defeating these rebels will consolidate your hold on the heartlands of Alba.
Okay, and then it gives me a quest here to kill the rebel army. So be it. All right. So what do we got here? What's our current position? We have, these are our troops here, and we have a horseman, our general, which I think is a horseman for these guys. Spearmen, axemen, 2 archers. Okay. And they've got some kind of army here, but it's only 6 units versus our 6 units. We should be able to win that just as it is. We have 5,000 gold. We control 2 provinces. This province here, which a province is a main city, which I think is this location here, plus, or maybe this one here, it's one of these 2, plus these outer settlements that feed the main city kind of thing. And so it's always a good idea to try to control the different provinces as a whole, because they just tend to make you stronger, that province stronger. And then we control this one down here, which is the main city here, plus these other 4 provinces. It's not a bad start, and it's pretty good. And then we also have, I'm pretty sure if we go over here to our, we have alliances with this faction here and this faction here. I don't know how long those alliances will last. Usually, somebody will attack one of our allies and they'll ask us to join. But my plan is essentially to, I will not join the first one and then join the second one. Okay. And the reason for that is I don't want to be in 2 wars. I just want to be in one war to start with. And I tend to like to build my territories and then build my army. So we'll see how it works. We will build
War
some
is
units,
what we
but
do
not
best.
a whole lot. Let's get into the fight, though. We'll start off with a battle. Well, battle, you can auto-resolve it, but, you know, the first battle, we're definitely battle. We should win this. So it looks like they have 2 cavalry units. We have 2 cavalry units, two bowmen. They have a bowman, an axe, and 2 spears. That seems totally fine. We should be okay. This is our king, after all, and it's possible that we could die, of course, but we're not going to. And it's a dry day. That's totally fine. Okay, so for this first combat, and these archers can deploy ahead, but I'm not going to. I shall look out here and say, okay, they do have another cavalry unit. So they have their general here, which means their other cavalry unit is here in the forest, and we can't see him. So he's on this side of the field, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take my guys, and we're probably going to start and walk up this direction here, right? So we're going to start over here. And we're just going to group them just like that. 2 melee units on the side, the archer unit in the middle. We'll hard group them, meaning that they will not change formation.
Awaiting orders.
Then we're going to take our 2 cavalry units, just throw them back here, and we will soft group them, which means I can,
Making ready.
you know, I can change how they stand. Okay, gonna start, and we're gonna come right up here,
Back.
and we can go ahead and go fast. Move our cavalry up. Move our cavalry up again. Okay, let's see what's going on here now.
Awaiting orders.
So it looks like they're moving down. They have 1 bowman, but we have the 2, and they are in our range.
I can see trouble ahead.
That's fine. Let's target their archers and
As
tell
you
them not to
command.
chase. So that's a guard button. This is a free fire button.
I can see trouble
Guard
ahead.
just means don't chase when the units run away.
Levy man.
We're
I
getting shot at.
cannot.
Making ready.
They have a square formation.
Take
These guys don't
cover!
have any kind of formation. They just have to block the archers. We are taking out their archers. I don't have a particular problem with how this is going. I'm going to out-archer them. Okay, they are withdrawing.
man.
So let's move
On
up.
the double.
No one gets out alive.
Well, we can move up. That's fine. I could now, but I do want to get rid of their archers. Just
Levy
Make
man.
them
target
fear
their
us.
archers, please. And we'll move our
Making
cavalry up
ready.
a little bit.
Take cover.
General cavalry unit.
We're getting.
Oh, and they have a spear. They have a skirmisher cavalry unit. So, I mean, it's
We're
possible.
getting obliterated here.
Yeah, they're getting shot pretty good, but
Archers!
they're with our archers are gonna out archer them, right?
See, they flee before our might.
Okay, so now they're moving up, and we're gonna come in here,
man.
change the fire arrows,
Aim and
Enemy
fire.
charge. Brace.
go to those guys.
Cheer.
They're not gonna actually attack me.
Right to
Everybody brace.
victory.
I doubt they will. It
Levy
wouldn't make
man.
sense. But the
Don't
bow,
hold
the
back.
fire arrows disturb their
Levy man.
formation more, and so we're gonna just move up these guys to cover.
Levy man.
At dawn.
Search for war.
Right, and then these guys will attack here,
Strike now.
Them.
and I
Check
might
your
pull this guy
states.
out.
Drive the horses.
Bring him in behind.
Our general is under attack. Annihilate
That's
them.
fine, right like that. And again, I'm just gonna have these
Levy
guys
man.
fire at the horse archers. They have javelins, I guess. They're horse javeliers, and they are retreating now.
Levy man.
So I'm gonna come back here
Send a barrage.
and go back to regular missile fire. Fire arrows are good for the, and they came back.
Levy man.
Come
Send
back.
them packing.
Aim and fire. The enemy general
that.
is dead.
The enemy
Battle
general is
awaits us.
dead. We almost won this. And we did. So we're gonna come back here now. This guy's running away. We're gonna take these 2 units
Right
and just gonna go
hard.
like this. I'm not gonna worry about chasing them.
Now
And
we
we'll
we're
get a rear
showing 'em.
charge on these 2 units here. We'll let them all kind of set up well. They are retreating now.
Levy man!
Let's move these guys
Quick
over here.
march!
Change them to regular fire.
Ready!
You guys
Hit
attack
hard!
there. You guys attack there.
In our favor.
And we could change their formations, but I think it's fine.
Enemy
If you
charge,
change them to this
brace!
formation, they do a better charge, it says, but they
Archers! Don't hold back!
will be less
men are
efficient
withdrawing.
in melee. And these guys, and we won. And so now look, what we want to do, I think, is kill them all,
Break out
right?
the
So we
meat.
have the cavalry to do so.
Levy
Move
man!
this guy out.
Well deserved.
Eager to
You
fight.
guys can fire there,
I remember my
Cavalry!
first victory.
Levy man!
right? And we want to make sure
Time
that
to
we
make yourself scarce.
kill as many of these guys as we can.
Archers! Horsemen!
And now we're
Get
going to
them!
take these guys over here. We'll tell them to
Levy
stop
man!
firing because there is indirect fire or friendly fire.
Horsemen!
So
Levy
you guys just
man!
move back here. Just don't attack them.
Break out the meat.
Making
We're good.
ready!
And that's about it. We'll let these horsemen attack there.
I remember my first.
And we'll end this in a second. That's probably good enough. And I can't quite hear. I adjusted the volume before I started but I can't quite hear the clicks like you should maybe. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna go back into that screen. So after the battle is over, you have a choice here. You can ransom their captives, and in this case, we'll earn 100 gold. You can replenish your units, or you can just kill them. However, the enemy will not like you more for it. However, the enemy of your enemies will like you more for it. I'm going to take the money. Money early game
Heading
tends
for
to be very
glory.
important. So they got away with 2 units. Can we chase?
None shall
We can.
stand against us.
Let's just finish them off. And this is not... I don't need to fight this. I will be aggressive. And we will just take them out. It gives you a choice of defensive, balanced, or aggression. You know, it's all kind of debatable on what you want to do there. I find that in a normal battle, you want to be balanced, right? If you're kind of evenish, but in a battle where you outnumber them, you want to be aggressive. Okay. In any case, and we'll take
I'm
the money
coming
again.
into my own.
Okay, so we complete the mission, and we earn some stability, all regions +5, our unit replenishment multiplier +50. So what does that mean?
every foe
That means
shall
these
fall.
units are going to replenish 50% more than they normally would. And our general got a level, and these are the potential skills over here. These are the skills he already has. This is his command rating. Any case, and it's the strength of his bodyguard units essentially. Zeal does the aura and local governance kind of stuff. So you got these skills here. We're gonna take Forager, I think. This will give us unit replenishment plus some food. So what's food? We haven't talked about food. Food's up here. You need, for every unit that you have, you will need 10 food
Move it now.
to maintain them. And so this is our surplus. And this gives us a bonus of unit replenishment. Your units will also replenish faster if they're in the provinces, or they're in if they're in a town. So this is the main building here. We're gonna spend our money now. So, what do we want to do? We definitely want to spend our money in this province here first. We have a temple, which will give us happiness. We have mines, which will make people unhappy, right? And we have some food generation here, some fields and some fish. And we have a woodcutter's bench, which will, when we increase it a couple times, it'll start making things cheaper to produce here, to build here. So we definitely want, the mines tend to make money. The farms will also make a little bit of money, but tend to make food. The chapels or churches tend to make happiness and a little bit of money. over here, this is your main town. You increase it to unlock another slot. This is like your legal system kind of thing, and it makes people happier and reduces corruption. This also reduces corruption and increase the number of garrison units you have in your town. These small towns have no garrison whatsoever. They're just small villages that outlie the province, and you can simply go in there and do whatever you want to them. If they're enemies, or your enemies can come and attack them very easily to take them over. The only things that have a siege is the main villages here. So we still have some more money. Let's go over to this province, and we're gonna buy the sheep herding because it gives us good gold and increases our market rate. We're gonna increase. This is tempting. I'm not sure I really want to increase this though, because it'll give us a -2. I guess I'm gonna do it once for sure. And I think we're out of money. So let's end the turn. And then it's just gonna cycle through everybody else's turn, of course. Oh, and I wanted to check the sound. I'm not real happy with how it is right now. Okay, so what's going on here? This is my ally. It's these guys here, and they're being attacked by these guys here. And we're going to break it. Like I said, the first war I'm going to avoid because I don't want to be in 2 wars. So, and I will likely join the second war.
Our bravery is
So that,
legendary.
and then where is... What am I looking for? Is it up here? Yep. Options, sound, effects. Let's turn that up a little bit more. That's better. Okay. There we go. Now I can hear it at least. All right. So now we don't have nearly as much money, but we are gonna probably just spend it on... The only thing I can really make is fish. So you know what? I'm gonna spend it on units. Because I probably do need a slightly larger army. Okay. So it told me I had good spear units, but when I look at them, they don't look good. That's for sure. These sword units look much better. Yeah, that's probably my best unit right there. And then it says I have these crossbowmen and Highland Levy archers that are supposed to be good. Additionally, I have this cavalry unit here. I tend to like to have at least 2. Eventually I'll want up to 4. And then I have these skirmishers here. Do I want to get this guy? Yeah, I think so. It says I have good spear units, but they don't look good. Really, my sword infantry look the best. Could probably take both of these guys. Those are pretty strong units. And just basically, what's the melee skill, right? 39, 50 versus 27 versus 27, 39. Now these are more costly. So I'm probably gonna grab these 2 archers and these, and I don't have enough money. Yeah, maybe I can get rid of that archer. I still don't have enough money for this other unit here. Then I can buy these 2, so I'll buy the archers next turn. So be it. So I can move down to here and then sail over to this city here and get in our main city. That's probably better for us. Especially when you're using these coastal towns, be aware of these sea routes because they are often faster. I think we can end the turn. Fun to me. Okay, it gives me a quest to capture a city. See, I tend not to like these quests because that city is so far away. There's no way I'm doing that. They really should fix that to make it something that's reasonably attainable, but that's not. So, and the question is do I want to move? I think I want to stay in this town here. Typically, it will give me a bonus for characters, at least one, in any case. And then there are some things in here I can show you. So this is me here. This is one of my brothers, who is who is that red character. And then here's my other brother. That's why I'm allied with them. I guess they're my brothers. And I already kind of got rid of one. And this is my son here. He is 4. My wife, who has renowned as a skill, which makes command and governance better. Oh, that's good. So she's a decent wife, although she is running out of childbearing years. So be it. These are our other nobles in the house. You can marry them, but it will cost you money. And money right now is very vital.
The men
And
are eager to get to it.
buy these 2 archer units. I could buy these 2 cavalry units. Which is at least one. Seems reasonable to me. I want another spear, I think, to help me. And I think I'm gonna leave. This is gonna be my army for a while, and we can end the turn. I can now spend more money on buildings. I think it would be wise at this point in time. I have a small army that I can do stuff with if I have to. But you can see their armies are already bigger. It is on, we are playing on very hard, which doesn't really
Success
change the
brings
AI
greater
any.
power.
It just changes how much the AI cheats. You know, how much bonuses they get over me. This is telling me that one of my governors has ranked up, and loyalty is very important in this game. So his influence is greater than his loyalty, and so he's not loyal. But I can send him a priest, which will increase his loyalty by 1, right? And then the other thing I can do is I can come in here and look at these governors' estates, check my estates, and they are all given out. So once I get another estate, I could possibly give that estate away and curry favor of that vassal. Doesn't always seem to work, quite honestly, but sometimes it just makes them have more influence and not more loyalty to me. But in any case, so like I said, I think now I'm going to. This is gonna finish in it. Okay, do I want to build this? This will give me slightly more supplies and food, and increase my trade and market value. But I think I would make more money building one of these up. It's already at 2. Let's go ahead and we'll get this fish going. Probably I should do one of these. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, this is an interesting game. I think they need to do more with it still. It needs a little bit more, some more kicker to it. But in any case, it's interesting in playing it, that's for sure.
Success brings greater power. We will
Potentially,
not
we
fail
could
you.
have some Vikings come up and attack us. Oh, and what year is it? Does it tell you what year it is? Here it is. 879 AD. So this is after like the Great Viking Invasion, but before it's all been sorted out into the Anglo-Saxons taking over, at least the south. So we have another governor, and he is loyal. So I will give him a scribe, which will increase the governance and income of the province. It's kind of why really increasing this over here is good. And we want to have enough money for this, So let's just save our money for next turn.
War is what we do best.
There's also technology. And there's two types. There's military and civic. All the military technologies unlock when you build like 10 of those units. So right now we've built 2 of these and 2 of these, and we sometimes you just want to build them just so you can unlock the technology. And over here are all the civic technologies, and they will unlock by building buildings. We'll talk about that later. I think we just end the turn, right? And when you recruit new units, I don't know if you noticed this, I didn't really talk about it, but when you recruit new units, they come to you not even at half strength, they come to you at less than half strength, and then over time you have to build their strength up. And this kind of represents that you hire a core group and then you call warriors to join that unit from the surrounding areas, and you integrate them in over time. I think it's a pretty good mechanic, and it's kind of what happened during this time period as far as how units got formed. Oh, and I wanted to do the over here, and this is just telling me this province here has low and right, and it's even gonna have lower once this gets done. You probably should build this. This will take 15 food, but I kind of do have the food right now. I probably want to do this next. Yep. Get that sheep herding going. And you'll see over time that this unit will flush itself out, and probably would be a good idea once I'm starting to make more money to get this up. You can max 20, like all Total War games. You can have 20 units in a group. And now we have some disorder here. And some disorder over here. But over here, I can build a temple up and make that go away. I can also do this corruption here. And then what does this do? This gives me a bonus income from 10. Not a big deal, quite honestly. Over here, I probably want to go ahead and do this to open this up eventually, and then to build one of those buildings that creates order. Alright, we might want to start to think about creating some more units. That way they can fill in over time, and we don't get stuck in a battle that we don't like, into a war that we don't have enough units in. And that's just a faction died. And you can see there's seasons. If you're caught out in the open in the wintertime, often gives you that little skull on the pointer. It's telling you you're going to lose units. Okay, let's see what we got here. What are we going to build? This would be useful. Gives me good income and increases the farm value of the local provinces around it. And I could do this though, and that would give me some income there. I think I'm going to do this, and we're probably going to build a church that administers this thing. Any case, why don't we take a break here, and we'll come back next time and see what happens. All right, thanks a lot for watching. As always, please subscribe to the channel, upvote the video, and leave a comment if you like. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.